What's going on YouTube? Super Insane 18 here with a little bit of a late start for the day, but I did promise you guys that I would bring you a combo tutorial for the Lunalight Tri-Brigade deck profile that I put out this past Monday. So let's go ahead and show you guys some of the really impressive things that this deck can do. Let's jump on in. This first sequence here is a 2-card combo using Fractal and Chick. Let's show you guys what it does. We're going to start off by using the Fractal effect to send the copy of Kit from our deck to the graveyard. Kit will then activate sending a copy of Nerval, and then Nerval will activate adding us another copy of Fractal. Here we can normal summon the Fractal using its effect to banish 2 from our graveyard. This will let us summon out a copy of Friedrich. Here we can use the Friedrich to special summon the Chick that we have in our hand, activating the Chick effect to send a copy of Yellow Marten. Now we can go ahead and overlay both of these into a copy of Tiger King, and on summon, Tiger King will go ahead and set a Tenki from our deck to our side of the field. We can activate the Tenki, which will add us a copy of Tiger, which we can then use to summon back out our copy of Marten. Here we're going to make a 3-material Appaloosa using everything on our field. And what we can do then is activate the Marten in our graveyard, summoning it to our side of the field by returning the Tiger to our hand. Here we can normal summon the Tiger, which will let us reborn the Kaleidochick. And then Kaleidochick will activate paying cost despite being negated to send a Emerald Bird to our graveyard for the next turn follow-up. Here we can take both of these and overlay them into a copy of Abyss Dweller, and that's going to be it for the first combo. Now we do have 3 negates off of the Appaloosa, plus we'll be locking our opponent under the Abyss Dweller, so it is actually a pretty good end board. Abyss Dweller does kill a lot of the meta decks right now, so that on its own is probably enough if I'm being honest, but popping off with the 3-material Appaloosa as well just kind of seals the deal. Off of 2 cards, definitely a good combo, but nowhere near the best that this deck can do. Let's show you guys combo number 2. Combo 2 uses Chick and Perfume, and it sets up a little bit of a better board than the last one. It does just have one other interruption, but adding another interruption to that same board is just good enough as is. So let's show you guys what we do. We're going to start by normal summoning out the Kaleidochick, using its effect to send the copy of Marten from our deck to our graveyard. We can then activate the Perfume and summon out the Marten. We can take both of our Lunalights and overlay them into a copy of Friedrich. Here we will Friedrich, specifically detaching the Chick, and we will add a copy of Zephyros from our deck to our hand. Here we can use the effect of Perfume in the graveyard to banish it, discarding the Zephyros we just added. This allows us to add a copy of Tiger. We can activate the Tiger here using its effect to reborn out our Kaleidochick, and then Kaleidochick here will use its effect pitching for cost the second copy of Yellow Marten. Here what we're going to do is we're actually going to link these away into our copy of Friedrich, and we can then use the Marten here to bounce the Tiger back and use the Tiger once more to get our copy of Kaleidochick. Here we will Kaleidochick again, sending the Emerald Bird as cost, and then what we'll do is we'll make the copy of Tiger King. So as you guys saw in the last combo, Tiger King will activate, letting us set the copy of Tenki from our deck to our hand, and here we will activate the Tenki, adding our copy of Fractal. We will use the Fractal, pitching it to send the Kit, which sends the Nerval, which adds the Fractal. So now we can use the effect of Friedrich here. We will go ahead and special summon out our Fractal. We can then activate the Fractal effect, banishing 2, and this lets us summon out a copy of Double Dragon Lords. Now we can take everything other than the Double Dragon Lords and link those away into a 3-material Appaloosa. And then because we still have our Zephyros live, we can pay the 400 life points using the Zephyros to return Tiger to our hand, and we can activate the Tiger once more, getting out any of our Lunalights, it does not matter which one, and we can take these and overlay them into a copy of Abyss Dweller. So just like the last combo where we have the 3 negates off the Appaloosa and the Abyss Dweller, we now added another interruption in the form of Double Dragon Lords, which can send our Tenki or any of the other 3 cards that we have in hand to get another form of disruption for our opponent. So definitely better than the last combo, still not the best one we have. The best one we have, obviously we're gonna save it for last, and that's combo number 3, so let's show you guys what it is. Now, combo number 3 is going to be a 2 and a half card combo, the half card being any card that we can actually put back in into the deck off of the effect of Tri-Brigade Bearbrum. So we need the Kaleidochick, the Tiger, and whatever that third card is. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, and you're thinking that this combo can't be very consistent considering we have the 1 of Tiger in our hand, but that Tiger is actually interchangeable, assuming you have a 4th card in your hand that you can also use as discards. So since the discards are considered half cards, this would technically be a 3-card combo if you don't have the Tiger, because you're going to be able to either use the perfume or send the perfume off of the goods, and that will search you your Tiger with the additional discard. But for the sake of showing you guys the simplest version of it, we're just going to open with the Tiger. Let me show you guys what we do. We're going to normal summon out the Kaleidochick and use its effect to send the copy of Yellow Martin. Here we will activate the Tiger and use it to resummon the Martin, overlaying both into a copy of Friedrich. Here we can detach either of the materials off of the Friedrich to add a copy of Raider's Wing, and then Raider's Wing can summon itself from the hand by detaching the other material. Now we'll take the Friedrich and the Raider's Wing and link them into a copy of Ystrix. Ystrix on summon summons a copy of Zephyros from our deck to our side of the field. Here we're going to go ahead and use the effect of Martin to resummon it by returning the Tiger to our hand, and then we can go ahead and overlay into another copy of Friedrich. Here we will activate the second Friedrich, detaching specifically the Zephyros on this one to add us our copy of Chris the Crack of Dawn. Now, because we activated a Raid Raptor, we can use the effect of Ystrix. This will set the copy of Soulshave Force from our deck, and we can then activate it, paying half of our life points. This allows us to summon out the Friedrich that we already have in Graveyard, and immediately rank it up into a copy of Cyber Dragon Infinity. So we already now have an Omni Negate, and we're still not done. Here we're going to activate the effect of Tiger, which will let us summon back out our Kaleidochick. And Kaleidochick, we can go ahead and send the Emerald Bird as cost. Now we can go ahead and use the Zephyros, summoning it back out by paying 400 and returning the Tiger to our hand. And because we have a Blackwing now, we can special summon out the Chris. Here we can take the Zephyros and the Chris, and this will allow us to go into a copy of Dweller. And then we can activate the Tiger, which will let us reborn the Emerald Bird. Here we can overlay the Emerald Bird and the Kaleidochick into our copy of Tiger King, and Tiger King will then let us set the copy of Tenki from our deck to our hand. Here we can activate the Tenki, which will add us a copy of Fractal to our hand, and then because the Tiger King and the Friedrich have done everything that they need to do, we can go ahead and link them off into a copy of Friedrich. Now we can activate the Friedrich to special summon the Fractal, and using the Fractal we can banish 2 from our graveyard, does not matter what 2. This gets us a copy of Bearbrum. Here we can actually take all 4 of these material and link them into a copy of Appaloosa, giving us a 4 negate Appaloosa instead of the typical 3 negate that we've been making so far, and this is why we need the additional card, because we'll activate the effect of Bearbrum. Now I do want to note that if you want to chain block the Bearbrum, you can also use the Friedrich as chainlink 2 to draw and put back a card, but we're not going to do that here. Here we're just going to add our copy of Revolt and take the 3rd card that we had and put it back on the bottom of our deck. Now we can set our Revolt and pass our turn, and now we have an additional negate off of the Appaloosa, an Omni Negate in the form of Cyber Dragon Infinity. We're going to lock our opponent under Abyss Dweller, and we also have Revolt. Now the Revolt is actually really cool here, because since we actually made Friedrich the correct way, when we activate the Revolt, we summon back out Friedrich and any 2, does not matter, we'll just, for example's sake, and then link these away into our copy of Shureg during our opponent's turn, giving us an additional interruption in the form of a non-target banish. And there you guys have it. That is going to be 3 must-know combos for the Lunalight Tri-Brigade deck. I think that is actually really cool. All 3 of those combos are very consistent and very oppressive if you actually pull them off on your opponent, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know the deal. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, comment, share with your friends, and maybe consider supporting me on Patreon, because for just $1, you can support the channel in a way that I would never be able to tell you how much I fully appreciate. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.